Level 4, we're back in the palace. It's not going to be any less dangerous. And I've used 30 minutes of my allotted 3 hours, and I'm hopefully more than one sixth of the way through the game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really want to be here. So reload. Oh, sorry. Have to go back to the previous level and then actually save and then actually load. Prince of Persia has a weird relationship with sound. You probably noticed there that I turned sound off to skip the little jingle at the end of the level, but there is noticeably still sound. And that's something that speedrunners of the game do. Oh, I remember this. I've been through all this once before. It was a couple of years ago, and I can't remember. But for this part, yeah, you want the shadow to be standing there on different tiles, so that you open up different routes, and then you have to go through all of them in turn. It's a funny thing. And all of that is... Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, I was supposed to come back that way. Alright, let's do this again. Yeah, and this is possible because of the discovery that the shadow just stands there and doesn't do anything if you jump through the mirror and the mirror isn't where the game expects it to be. Because usually the shadow needs to be on the, the top row, at a certain tile, and then it'll trigger him to move forwards. I don't even know. Do I need that? It's a floaty potion. Just in there. Okay, so that's where I need to go. Oh no, except I can't get this way. Oh no, I can, don't worry. I mistook an unclimbable pit for a pit with just a platform on one side. Alright, floaty potion is used. We are down here, we can make... no quick save! Oh, it must be because the floating's active, and yeah, okay. And they didn't have a counter for that in the save or something. Okay. So we've got a dangerous sword fight here with 1 hit point. So close! One slightly mispressed shift key away. And this, again, it looks like there's a red potion over there, a big red potion. Okay, so presumably now I can just leap, and I'm here. And how the hell do I get out of here now that I'm here? Can I jump down like that? What? I cannot. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, because these are the people with the immense intelligence to re-implement Prince of Persia and its entire stack of idiosyncrasies. But yeah, I don't know why there wouldn't be a counter for the... Arse. I don't know why there wouldn't be a counter for the potion. How could I get round there? And... no, I don't know. I'll say the secret potions are... the health potions, rather, are really well done in this. That I think that most of the game is based on bugs and unexpected things that you can sort of work out for yourself, and the health upgrades are the ones that need intimate knowledge of how the engine works. I swear that my up arrow key feels like it's covered in jam. It just feels, you know, not physically, but it's not quite responding as it should. There we go. Maybe it's the keyboard, I don't know. Alright, so I think what this does is open the door over to my right. Sounds... I was going to say sounds like it, but there's no stereo sound in Prince of Persia, so I can't tell. That would be interesting to add. So I've got a clone now. Well, maybe he can take my place. Oh no. We'd still be about halfway through level 1 if it wasn't for these quick saves and quick load. I'm not entertaining this. Okay. So what do? Do I have to get a shadow out of the mirror? Great. Gravity greatest of all nemesis. For many generations of Persians. Oh God almighty, what is happening? Okay. So I suppose I wonder what happens if I touch the shadow once he's come out of the mirror? Nothing, okay. Whoa! What just happened? Oh, whoa! Oh, it's Indiana Jones. Here we go! Okay. So, what happened there? So if you have two mirrors close together, you zap a shadow out of it, and then you hit the next one, and you zap a shadow out again, and somehow that opened a door? We just don't know. Right, that's one door open, and we need to now go along the other routes opened to us by the shadow if we jump in a slightly different place. I know I call him the shadow when, you know, logically he should be a reflection, but the original game documentation calls him Shadow Man. Alright. You ever wonder what's over there? I'm gonna check. Ah, thank you. Alright, so this time we go along the slightly longer route down there. Oh no, we don't, because I've fallen. Okay, I'll take that minor ankle injury. Whoop! And that closing platform is there to make sure that he's actually on the platform and you haven't just gone all the way around very quickly, because that shadow needs to be on the platform so it can raise again. Right, here we go. Route 2. Small feat of timing. Small feat of failure of timing. That is an interesting idea that you just said there. You've got to get all the platforms. You've got to get all the health so you can fall down the big staircase at the very end. You know, I don't know anything about Prince of Persia modding, honestly, other than what I've said here. That's about the limit of my... Sorry. Yeah, that's about the limit of my knowledge of this, and, you know, there are a couple of other famous ones, like 4D Prince, but it's an interesting idea. What? Whoa, wow. Can we get back? What am I supposed to do here? And why? Oh, okay, so all of this is to just get me back to this puzzle here. Didn't... What? Hold on. Okay, so maybe something to do with the screen redrawing doesn't draw the button when it's right, top, left of a chomper? I don't know. What? What? Oh, I know. I got it completely right the first time, and I didn't even notice. You've got to time your jump so that the shadow stumbles into the chopper and doesn't get the chance to hit that button. What? Well, same to you. It is a reasonable question. That's why we're still alive when the shadow's been chomped. So that was wrong. Oh, too early. That was a big wide open goal for him. Nope, not quite. Ah, that was so close. Slight flaw in the plan, that was the wrong one. Wrong prince. He just teleported past it. Ah! Here we go. Up. Failure to jump. We've got to time this right. There! You see that? Shadow's been caught by the chopper. I'm through the door. That's amazing. The rhythm made by the... Yeah, so this is actually something that's... I can make a very tenuous relationship between Prince of Persia and Doom here, that in both games just the sound design is really satisfying, and it's got that really iconic set of sounds, noises, audio cues. They say this is the unmistakable noise of a door opening or closing, or the mirror being broken. With music in a better rhythm. Thank you, Don, for coming in and invading my life once again. There we go. Okay, so he's now on the it's now on the nearest switch, so there must be some... do I want to actually get the... I do actually want to get the health. Well, right, how's that for rhythm? See you in 2021. See you again. Alright, so being on the top layer now, I am utterly lost. Okay, so that's a way forward. Oh, that's a way directly into the spikes, actually. So let's not bother with that. Okay. I'm not sure what all those switches were, but we'll just take it on trust that this works. Whee! That was lucky. I was testing for loose platforms, so it wouldn't help. Okay, more strange side effects of mirrors. So that closes the initial portcullis. This. Oh, what the smeg is going on? Oh no, I can't get anywhere from here. So eventually I need to get onto the right hand side of this screen, and I need to shake that platform down to hold down the button that opens the portcullis. And after that I'm a bit stuck actually as to my objective. Whoosh! Ah! I don't know what's happening. Do I have to get all the way through? Yeah, I do have to get all the way through here. Yes! Okay! Wow, I wasted so much time there, it's not even funny. And I still made it. I'll have a quick drink as my reward. Right, so now I can open this, I can dash over here. I've no idea how I did that, but I'll accept it. Not you, not you. Maybe I have to open that, I'm not really sure. That's now open. How did I open this? Oh, look at that. Conflicting instructions to the gate. That doesn't happen that often. Yeah, let's go all the way back here and just see if I can make sense of what I'm meant to be doing. So there's that door, which opens both the one at the very end and the one at the left. Okay. If I... Okay, the shadow closes that door if I jump on it the wrong way. That button does what? That opens the one at the left here, so I'm supposed to use that to get down here. This opens the top right, but I can't do anything with that now because I need the middle one to be open. Okay, so now I need to leap and leap and leap. With salmon-like reflexes. And that opens. That opens the middle door. Okay. Now that the middle door is open... Oh, except how do I open that? Oh, does that open... Oh, okay. Does this open it? It does, okay. So, I've got to open that, I've got to open that, I've got to come around, smash the mirror. Do that, go around here, avoid the Persia plate, and I'm safe! And that's the end. I think I've done all the 3 routes on this level now. Okay. That's all 3 routes done. So yeah, Prince of Pressure Plate. It's incredible what you can do with all these mechanics if you know how. Right, level 5. God almighty, I've been at this for about 4.5 hours. I know what you're thinking. Is that a room that looks the same, or is it the same room? We'll find out. It's not the same room. Okay. Unless he just heard me. No, I don't know. All right. All right. So there, I can finally get up to the top layer. Level, I mean. It's not a cake. Nice opportunity up there. Okay, so I'll have to come back. What about here? Nope. Possibly shouldn't have spurned that potion. No, no opportunities here. Oh, and there's a locked door up there, or a closed gate, you know. Haven't invented doors yet. Alright. Which makes this really the only viable way forward, if this has got a way for me to go up. No, it does not. Okay. What do I do? Well, the good news is that if I've made noises over this way, I might be able to sneak into the room without attracting the attention of the guards. Don't really know. Ah, I messed that up. Okay. I know he put his foot through the wall, but the architecture isn't all that stable in Persia. Right. So if I sneak around here, I might be able to get the advantage of that guard. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't hit in the face this time, and that's a win in my book. Right, we're safe from the guards. How about the architecture? Nothing here, was there? No, no loose platforms. And this was the one with a locked gate up there. Whoops, sorry. And this had nothing special up there. And I kind of missed that jump. So is there anything here I can do? How do I get out of this room? Sorry, that's my thinking noise. Oh, okay. There it is. Hey, 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 hold. Wait a minute! Whoa, okay. Right, so I didn't know the shadow was repeatable in that way. I don't know how that happened. On the real level 5, there's a scripted event where the shadow comes in and steals your potion after you've gone through a couple of choppers to get it. Sorry, I got distracted there because this is the same room looping back on itself. How do I get across there without? Yes, okay. You just run at it. Yeah, on the real level 5, the shadow comes in, steals your potion after you've gone through a couple of choppers to get to it. On this one, that event happens when you enter that room, and the shadow just falls down and knocks a platform. But how did he get it to be repeated like that? So this bit's going to be about looping back on the same room as you climb a tower, I think. Yeah, there you go. Oh, the shadow did not drink a potion. Instead of drinking a potion, the shadow ran into the room and fell down as the architecture of the level dictated. Whoa, whoa, what? Hang on. That wasn't me. Maybe, yeah, maybe the as long as the red potion remains on the screen, yeah, the shadow's queued up to go again. It could be. So what I want to know is how badly I messed myself up. Oh, does drinking the red potion soft lock you in this one? That would be mean. Alright, that's not the solution, but it was funny. Apparently, when you drink a potion on a falling tile, then you just hover in the air for a bit. Like Roadrunner. Until he eventually notices that he should have fallen. Yeah, I think that it soft locks you if you drink that potion. Which is uncharacteristic, unusually mean. Now let me try that again, because something weird happened there. No? Okay. Yeah, so the thing about him just running off the platform to his death might have been me leaning on the keyboard a bit strange and not an interesting property of the game like I thought. Alright, so I suppose I'll leave that potion for now. Maybe I'll get it on my way back down, because this is another of those bits I vaguely remember, that I need to get all the way up to the top of this tower, and then there's a journey back. What does that do? Oh, hang on, I know exactly what that does. Ah! Messed it up now. Back here. What we're going to do is we're going to go up and around once, and then we're going to use that portcullis to go up and around a different way, so that we avoid hitting that button. Alright, watch this. We're going to leap across. And we've pressed that button down at the lower left now, so this door is going to be open, and I can clamber through it. And that leads me up to the next screen. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Wow, that was a long fall. Okay. Now I've just got to find my way back down. And once again, that's not it. Just trying to imagine how to... Oh, I suppose I can just get that potion now. I don't need to go through this portcullis again. Okay, I hope I don't suddenly find any reason to go through that gate again. Alright, so across all of these screens there's never a tile in the column just to my right, apparently. Oh, and that stuck the clothes platform, that stuck the clothes tile down all the way down here, so I can now jump across into here. And I missed my chance to... Now he's not coming. But then neither am I. Wait. That closes the door. I fear I might have to climb up 30 seconds later. But now... Now what? Now what? Now I can go back out this way. I can come back in the way I originally came. And the shadow will no longer be able to blunder onto the tile, therefore giving me a way forwards? We will have to see. Oh, sorry, the other way. No shadow. It's just amazing the amount of programming that went into the shadow, isn't it? Oh, because I drank the potion in the middle of the level. Maybe he did. I don't know anymore. Is this another one? Yeah, it's another tower. Okay. You could, in a modern 2.5D sprite art, pixel art, retro remake of this game, you could almost imagine this room, this entire set of rooms being in a cylindrical tower, can't you? So that they'd wrap around on themselves. That's not the way to hit that button. So as I was gawping at earlier, it's just amazing the amount of coding and special cases that went into the shadow that were never used in the original game, and were kind of left to discover for modding. I don't know why I drank that. I don't know. Oh, what time is it? 3:39. Okay, so what level am I on? Just level 5. 118 minutes left. So we'll see. I'll definitely have to do this in a couple of streams, but I'll see when I get fed up and have to go and wake Penny up and so on. Oh, the room wraps around itself, so therefore... Ah! Yes, it worked. Okay, what do you suppose that did? I can't see because that's ahead of me. All right. Something I've always assumed, but I've never checked, is that if doors stay open for longer if they open from closed, rather than if you just press the tile while they're open. Oh, phew. Okay, it doesn't matter this time, but yeah. So, is the time a door takes to open factored in the amount of time it stays open? If you see what I mean. Oh, this is so strange. Looping round to the same room. Oh, no, no, no. It's messing with my head. Oops! That's wrong. So I've now opened that. This will close it. I can jump over to here. That will also close something, but I don't know what because it wasn't open. That is that an open switch there? Oh no, but that open switch is for that door on the left-hand side. I don't know. Wang! Alright, oh! No, that's wrong. That one. Sorry, I had a brief moment where I thought I thought I'd worked something out. Because I thought if you go around this way and jump along here, then you can get up to this platform. Like I was saying, you can get up to this platform without yeah. I don't know. Anyone get any ideas? Yeah, I did notice that little oddity with the graphics. I did notice that. Can I get up to... Oh yeah, okay. Actually no. Actually yes. Okay. So, I can jump down here, fall down to this platform, and therefore avoid the closing plate. Then I climb up and up and up, I have to... Okay, that's not the closing plate for that portcullis. I jump across here, but it's closed by now! Alright, so do the same thing but faster, is my current theory. We'll see. And like I said, I'm not sure whether the time that door takes to close is factored into the time it takes to stay open. Now we'll never find out. Alright, here we go. And up. And up. And forward and down. And forward. Oh, I think I might just make it. I think I might just make it. So that's funny things are happening to the sound when you're dealing with rooms next to rooms that are themselves. But there's probably something very quantum about that. Okay, now I've got to do the same thing round here. God, was Daedalus ever the king of Persia? Because I think that's who wrote this mod. Okay. What now? How do I... Oh no, okay. Oh! Okay, breathe in a bit and you're here. Okay. Very lucky to do that the first time. And here's another one of those rooms that knocks down a tile. Eons below. Eon isn't a unit of distance, is it? It's a unit of time. Light years below. The way down's fairly expedient this time. Oh, not that fast. Just the genius behind crafting all these levels is just incredible. But I would expect if a mod had done one of these things, and it was just a single level mod, it would be amazing, but 12 of them, one after the other. I assume there's 12 of them. There might be more, because the game does have slots for more levels, but we'll see. So what did that do? I forgot what it was meant to be doing. Maybe back towards the right again? Yes! Yes, okay, so now that portcullis is open. Bollocks. Now that portcullis is open. Where the shadow came from. And presumably there was some other obstacle there that I've forgotten about. I've forgotten what the state of this level was when I first entered it, so I don't know. What was blocking me from here? I don't know. But yeah, nevertheless, this is exceptional. Alright, still quite full in hourglass there. It's got an extra wide reservoir at the top to hold 3 hours. Okay, it's level 6. This is probably going to be the... This is definitely going to be the last one I do today. Whoa! What happened there? That was weird. I always find Prince of Persia a very frightening game. Oh, can I not climb up there then? Quick save and game saved. You can never be too careful. So, yeah, that didn't do anything for me. Because there's something weird that happens in Prince of Persia on every level. It never sticks to its own rules. There's always this shadow, or the biting gates, or the skeleton, or... Oh. Well, this is a nice little climb. Have you ever tried to do this, you know, on a you know, at the gym or on a bus stop or something? That's how Jordan Mechner originally did it. He rotoscoped a video of himself clambering onto a bus stop and hoping the police didn't stop and ask him questions. Yeah, they're telescopic jumpers. I have to come back this way. I meant to do that. It might have been as well. I think his brother did most of the running and jumping and climbing around for animations. But I think in his diary, if you've read the making of Prince of Persia, he says that he tried climbing on top of a bus stop today to do the animation, to get the animation frames. But that is actually a fascinating book, and it's amazing he had the foresight to keep those diaries. Because at the time it was writing it, he didn't know he was creating a classic. He thought he was just doing something temporary for game development before he went to film school. But it's amazing that this game, written by someone who didn't even want to be a game developer as a career, it's just made with such care, and such he has an amazing talent. Alright, so that's the shadow that stands at the end of level 6. And what I want him to do... I don't know. I was going to say what I want him to do is step onto that plate and not be caught by the biting gate, but maybe I don't. Bye then. Now this isn't going to work, is it? Because I'm just going to go there. Yeah, I keep on starting thoughts and interrupting myself, and I'm probably about 17 layers deep by now. There, he stepped out of the chopper. Oh, I should have been slightly more careful. Can just run into him and fuse again? No. I don't know what's going on. I never do. Oh dear. Yeah, so this diary he kept, just his experience with BR0 Debund and all of that. He just thinks he's making a game. He doesn't know it's going to be wildly successful. It's kind of incredible, because it was basically ignored, because it was this game he made on the Apple II at the beyond the end of its lifespan, and it was only when Japan picked it up, and then the PC version, that it really got popular. And yeah, he had this idea that the Shadow Man, as he called it then, would appear throughout the game, and it would be unstoppable, unkillable, and it would have to be this thing that you ran away from all the time, and which is actually quite a lot like how the Dahaka works in one of the really one of the Prince of Persias that's far more advanced in time. So it's interesting to think that that's where it might have come from. So having got this working and the shadow not what caused the shadow to step out? Because I did do it once. That was it. Because it's when you jump over the middle of the screen, that's what triggers it. Because in the real game, you jump over the big pit and the shadow steps out with the chopper. But having got the shadow out, what do I now do with it? Draw your sword? Maybe. I mean, there isn't a dedicated draw your sword key in Prince of Persia. He just has to do it when he sees a guard, and he does it himself. But yeah, he's not being encouraged to do it. And that just leads me back around here again. Yeah, so to finally close the thread on what I've mentioned a couple of times about this unstoppable Shadow Man, I'm very glad that he did not implement it that way in Prince of Persia, otherwise I would have been frightened to bits by it even more than I already was. Well, it was worth exploring. Yeah, so leaping over there causes them to step out. And I need to open that. If I want to get the red potion towards the right, I need to open this part because I'm standing next to it, but I don't know how. Oops, sorry. Okay, in the interest of sanity, there will be a brief interlude while I just open up YouTube sneakily. And have a look at level 6 of repetition of time. Okay, oh, well, that was loud, I'm sorry. Okay, so, yeah, okay, you go over there, you climb up, and get that guard, and that's, yeah, you get that other guard, and you fight that, but I just avoided him. Okay, so there's a shadow, and you leap back over, and that causes him to step out of the chopper, and then you leap back over, and then you leap back. Oh! Okay, right. Sorry, I don't think this situation really warranted that number of O's, because the trigger doesn't only happen once. You can do it again, and jumping over the middle of the screen will cause him to step forward. Right, he's holding that down now. That means... Oh, maybe it doesn't. I thought it would mean that I could open the gate, but it's just got conflicting instructions from two players. Let's see what happens if I instead just tempt him over step by step until something presumably good happens. I'm just amazed by, this was not just a one-off object that was used in a very specific way. This is a complete clone of the player. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to move off the screen. So, how does that help me? Does me stepping on this? It does not close the door, that's great. That's the way to go forward. Yeah, he's a complete clone of the player. He has the same, whoa, don't go off that ledge logic. He's got the same falling. I would have just thrown an object in there that I used once, say it step forward when the player goes over here, and that's it. But, that's why I'm not Jordan Mechner making gazillions of dollars off the Prince of Persia Empress of Persia. That's that's the furry version, and we don't talk about it. Could equally have said the undersea version, and that would have been a lot less incriminating, but I'm unhappy I didn't think of that first. Oh dear. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the level. Okay, so that's the button that I need to start this whole sequence off. Okay, we're gonna hit that. Now we're gonna hit this. Now take a look at this. Do you know what you can do, though? You could hit one or more of those twice and just juggle them open. I don't know if it'll help. Because, yeah, okay, I don't want to step off that platform. That'll waste too much time. Oh! Bang my head on it. I think this you might have to make this basically frame perfect. But we'll see. Do I have time to go out to the upper screen without the second door closing? Let's have a look. Because I do have a lot of time there, don't I? Oh! Oh, he thought of that! You sneaky King of Persia. Oh! Oh, but that button opens the door. That's going to give me enough time. Even if I do bang my head in it. Come on! Ah! We'll get there. Do I have to go up there another time? Might be safer. Bit of a cling on behind that pillar. Okay, I think that might be it. We're safe. We're safe. We've bunny hopped our way to the. I was going to say the exit, but it's not. It's not over yet. Okay, our next challenge is going to be getting to that door before it closes, because I see the pressure plate down there, and that's going to close that door before I can have the chance to get to it. That wasn't right. I need to take one step, maybe? No, that's not right either. Didn't even get through the door. Well, okay, we're going to do one dash. And we're going to go. Yes, okay. Seems like a lot of trouble just to do that. it's not over yet. Okay. Quickly analysing the room before I drop down. Don't think it matters which side I'm on. Not that one. Ow! Ah. Okay, that one, then that one. And then we're going to close this one because that doesn't do anything for us just now. We need to get that one open first. We need to dash back through here. Oh, and then we need to scoot back through there again. And we're off the screen. Oh no, we're not. Oh, sorry. Pardon my exuberance. All right. What now? Oh, I've messed it up already. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Oh god, that opens that. Okay, I've got to keep on zooming. Oh no, I've messed it. Here we go. Oh, does that open this one now? Do I have to do... It's like little circuit breakers in a row. Hang on. I think I can do this faster. Oh, come on. No! Oh, something about the portcullis messes with the edge detection for climbing up, I think. There's a lot of things that mess with other things. So he doesn't snap to below the ledge in the way that he might if the portcullis wasn't there. I could be just making that up. It's quite likely. No, I don't want that. I don't want to fall off. Waste too much time. So every time I go along the top here, I refresh my portcullises below. Oh, that's wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, it is nice that it doesn't just outright kill you. So it would be possible to do this in vanilla Prince of Persia, but good luck trying. Oh, I think I might have wasted a bit too much time there. I'll try anyway and see what happens. Do you think I'll make it? Oh, I think that might be slipping away from me. No, I have not made it. Ah! Sorry. Here we go. This time. If you jump into that corner there, you can get a little bit of extra speed and you don't get the usual stumble when you stop running. Oh, God. I'm sorry about assaulting your ears with this, by the way. There we go. There is an exit. And that is the end of level 6. Okay. So my voice and my brain are pretty much at their limit just now after 2 hours of streaming, but next time around we'll deal with this thing, which doesn't really seem to be a level so much as a platform suspended in the void of space. We'll try that again next time around. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Who can tell?